Hey guys, just doing another video today. I've had a few people kind of inquire about how I play WoW. It's a little bit different to other people, I guess, using keyboards and mouses, and I guess I do that all day to work, and I just can't be bothered when I get home and I want to play this game. Essentially, I started playing WoW on controller when I wanted to always play on TV and when I wanted to couch game, and transitioning from going from a console to a PC, I always missed out on couch gaming, so I decided, oh, let's look into WoW and what add-ons are available. And I found this add-on called Console Port, which has changed the game and changed how I play, and I think Console Port is part of the mainstream now. Like, everyone buying a Steam Deck or any type of deck device, they will install this to play, and you just have pretty much portable WoW. Absolutely insane. I am still yet to get a Steam Deck, and I think this would be one of the first things I get on it. It would be amazing to have a bit of portable WoW. So I might go through exactly how I play. This video might be just tailored more towards a warrior. So it gets a little bit in depth, but we'll get there. Essentially, I use an Xbox One controller, and I have this wireless adapter that I plug into the computer. And then, you know, when I'm playing, it feels like I'm playing a normal game from a console. And funnily enough, this is a MMO that I love to play, and I get to use a controller, which, you know, two birds with one stone. The good thing I find about controller, I actually, to be honest, tend to play better when I'm using a controller, and I also remember my keybinds and my spells, my abilities, better than using a keyboard. I feel like my memory retention with how using a controller is, if not better. And sometimes when I'm playing in dungeons, people don't notice I'm using a controller until I mention it, and they're like, oh, whoa. Although I'm not really good, so maybe that's why they inquire, you know, using a controller. As you can see now, you can see on my left-hand side, the action bars, it's set up quite nice. I've got my menu ring, so I can pretty much hold down pretty much hold down the left D-pad, and I've got all these things I can choose from. I can do my Hearthstone, I can do my first aid, my smeltering, I've got my silk bandages, got my blacksmithing, and I got also, in some quests, you need to use certain items, and it adds those items quickly to that ring bar, which I find is really useful. And then on the right, I've got my menu, which is really cool. We've got the raid, guild, friends list, group finder, world map, quest log, keyring, spellbook, inventory, and again, that's really easy to access. If I press down on my D-pad, I've got my bag, and again, just moving around. And then if I press up, I've got my character pane. And again, sorry, I'll move that around. You can see my character pane there. Cool. All right. If we move over to the right, then I've got some abilities. So I've set it up differently for my warrior. I've added a bit of macros that can help switch between the different stances. For instance, if I click battle stance right now, certain abilities become available. I've got my weak auras just sitting above my action bar also to tell me when to use certain things. But for instance, if I hold down my right trigger, it changes all the abilities instantly, and you can see the abilities that change as well, which I love. So you can see on the left, I've got Blood Rage, I've got my shouts, and then on the right, I've got common battle stance abilities that I would use. So let's say I go hold my left, then I might have common shield and I think protection abilities that I would more use. So if I sit with my brain, okay, I'm playing prot and I want to use more prot stuff, I might hold my left trigger more. If I switch to my battle stance, I want to hold my right trigger more. And then if I hold them both together, another ability page. It's quite easy. And then again, I can use my D-pad for the left. So if I hold them both down, I've got all my health and abilities. that I can use from, and I've just got some extra there on the right. And then we add in, you know, Berserker and another realm of abilities, and they change per stance, which is really cool. So if I change back to battle stance, it's seamless. It takes a bit of time. This has taken me some time to get to where I want to be, and it's different for everyone. Initial setup when you are starting a new character, it's easy because you can slowly start adding abilities to where you kind of want to see them. I wouldn't recommend trying to put this on your level 60 toon and go straight into a raid at trying with a controller. Like, it will take you time to get used to playing on a controller and also understanding what buttons to press for your abilities, getting your head around it, because, you know, it's going to be completely different to using a keyboard and mouse. I think now that I've turned full controller, it just adds another little bit of edge to this game. I find that, you know, even if I... Oh, also, I'll move my guy again. Even if I click select, I've got my map that I can just use as well. Select again, select. It plays like a single player console game. It's, you know, if I need to type, I can just use my keyboard in front of me. If I want to just, you know, play in the front room, I switch my PC up to the TV, sit back and play a little bit of WoW, just pretty much talk less. But yeah, you know, I thought I'd do a little bit of a video just to show people how I do it. If you go into console port here, you can see there's so many settings. Bindings I like, and so you would go through bindings and you change all of them accordingly. Action bar, rings, what to include into your rings. And you can see it recognizes the Xbox controller as well. I would give it a go. If you have been playing WoW using keyboard and mouse, don't knock it until you try it. I think I'll just continue to play the rest of this expansion, TBC, moving forward with a controller. I've been playing it for probably a year now, and there's no turning back. If you guys have played it before, or if you want to see more content, please talk in the comments. I tend to reply quite quick. And if you like this type of content, follow my YouTube. I'll let you know when I'm streaming, usually multi-stream. But I want to predominantly stream on Kick as my main stream because I can play my music on there. It's got a higher bit rate. Whereas if I play my music track on YouTube, I'll probably just get DCMA'd, and I can't be bothered listening to music that is copyright free because it's just shit music. Anyway, hope you guys have a good weekend. Play some WoW, and I'll be uploading some more videos soon, and I might also just stream as well this weekend. So have a good one, guys.